Oh, there you are. Yeah. Hey, you're right in front of me.
Oh, hey.
What's up? Turn your lights on.
I'm trying to. What do you hit?
L. Okay, so you have a job to go to, right?
Yeah, for parking brake engaged. Okay.
There's a lot of little nuances with this game. We're gonna have to probably eventually, get you to learn.
You gonna follow me?
Yeah, I'm gonna follow you, man. Let's do this.
Probably already late, you know?
No, you're not. They give you a little bit of more leeway than that.
So are you behind me?
I'm right behind you, man. Yeah, that's cool. Oh, you're gonna make a right up here?
Some of these lights aren't on. No, it's straight.
Oh, it is? Oh, okay. That's for me. All right, I see. I need to get some gas in a minute. Do you have some extra mirrors showing in your truck, like that are just magically floating in front of your windshield?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like those. You can hit F2 to get rid of those because they're really just extra.
What kind of horn is that?
I know the horns in this game. I don't get it. Like everything looks amazing, and yet the horns are like so terrible. And I've upgraded mine to the best horn I could get, and that's about as good as it sounds. There's actually a horn that sounds much better in Euro Truck Simulator.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it actually has some echoey, effect going on, and it sounds real. In here, they just sound like little MIDI keyboard things that you would do. So I don't know. Maybe as we unlock more horns, I'm hoping down the road. Because I've only have a few. I haven't been playing this game very long either. I mean, I haven't been playing it for about a year now. But I mean, as far as I don't have a lot of hours in it. I've got way more in Euro Truck, but I love it, man. It's the zen of just making these deliveries and hitting the road like this. There's actually there's an in-game radio that works off of some internet radio stations.
So this car on the right that's on the shoulder?
Yeah.
That's a real person?
That is.
Okay, they're pulling out.
That is. Indeed.
Kind of weird.
Isn't it crazy?
Yeah.
Yep, and they're delivering a load.
Okay, the next right I have to take.
Next right?
Yeah.
All right.
You can miss it.
I hope no one's behind me because I can't see. It's pretty dark.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Yeah. That's something you have to learn with these trucks is you got to make wide turns, and you kind of got to go to trucking school now.
Slower.
Yeah, you got to take those turns real slow, and like I say, there's going to be a little bit of a learning process until you get used to it. Also, I'm a little thrown off right now because, man, I'm so used to VR with this. I have not driven a truck sim game in a couple years in pancake mode.
Yeah.
I mean, I've generally been in VR, which is so much more immersive and so much better. But
I can imagine.
Yeah, but this works. You can do it. But mouse and keyboard is a little awkward at this point.
You ever see deer in the road or anything?
I don't think so. They've been adding more and more things like that, like random things that'll happen on the road and stuff, which is really cool. Sometimes you'll come across accidents and you gotta like go really slow and traffic gets diverted a little bit. Sometimes there'll be cops pulling people over on the side of the road. These are all randomly generated events that happen every now and then. But I don't know about animals in the road. I haven't seen that yet, but that's the kind of stuff that hopefully they will eventually.
Looks like it's starting to get a little light out in the distance. On the horizon, I mean.
Yep. Turn your headlights on. If not, yeah, you'll be kicked in 15 seconds if you don't have your lights on.
My lights were on.
No, I'm saying I just turned mine off for a second to see how dark it was. And yeah, this looks cool though, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I can only imagine though in VR.
Oh, I mean in VR, yeah, I mean in the future I'm going to actually, now that we're getting the preliminaries out of the way, I didn't want to get into VR this weekend because I knew I was going to have to walk you through a lot of stuff and maybe even have to look up stuff. Hey, I got to pull over and get gas. very badly.
Alright.
So, whoops, it's not my...
I'm gonna keep going. Well, I don't know. I guess I'll keep going.
Yeah, or you can just slow down a little and I'll catch up.
Yeah, I'll slow
Whoops.
down.
Okay. And I'll catch up to you. I am not used to driving with a mouse, man. Mouse and keyboard. I'm telling you. I crashed into the pump here, but that's alright. I should have filled up in LA before we took off, but, you know. Where that's really cool, the radio station thing, to me, it's much cooler in Euro Truck Simulator. Because in Euro Truck Simulator, literally you can be driving in, like, you know, in Italy or in Germany or something like that, and you can find stations that are regional. And that really adds a lot of flavor to come motoring into an Italian town and have some Italian music going on in the background, stuff like that, you know?
Yeah.
And I dig that.
You normally park yourself? I don't know if I should mess with that.
I wouldn't mess with it tonight because, I mean, yeah, you're going to have a tough time with that early on, especially when you have a big load that you're carrying like that. So yeah, I would suggest just skip that. But I do it all the time. In VR, it's much easier to do it that way, and it's more challenging. And you actually get a big XP bonus and a big you get more money for doing it that way too. So it's worth doing. But you got to know how to do it. It does take some practice, you know, with the trucks.
I took the straight in one.
Okay.
I should be able to handle that.
Like I say, eventually in VR, you'll see this is a whole... I know you... I think... Did you ever try this in VR when you were here?
Briefly.
Yeah, just for a minute I think you did. But, you know, that's where it really shines. Is in VR, and especially with a steering wheel and stuff, too. But, you know, that's not as much a must as just the VR is. You were able to deliver it right there?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Level 1 newbie.
Nice. That's how you do it, man. Start delivering, make some
1,800.
deliveries, earn some money, hire some drivers, and you start expanding. And then you get more money to get out of this guy's way. In case he's coming over here.
There's an offer I got in the mail. I'm being concerned.
Yeah, that's the
drivers.
Yep, they're going to start hitting you up for buying, you know, hiring drivers and stuff. All right, well, hopefully I'm going to be able to catch up to you now. Because, yeah, once you deliver that other delivery over there, I was in my menu, so I'm not exactly sure.
Bakersfield exit.
Bakersfield, all right.
Yeah, 126.
Okay.
It's weird, I'm telling you the road.
I know.
126 Bakersfield exit.
That's funny. Yeah, I'll be watching for it. Now, it'd be kind of cool when I actually see it. I mean, I may get a ticket or two, so I'm kind of speeding it up here so I can catch up to you.
I'm going.
Yeah, once you deliver that job over there in that parking lot, then all of a sudden I went into my menus to check something, and then I come out, and yeah, I think, and suddenly you were gone, and I never did see you. All right, I'm making a left here, and I'm crashing into the sign. That's all right. Alright, I still haven't gotten to the Bakersfield exit yet, so I don't know.
Well, I'm going to stop and get the gas station. I don't need gas, but I'll give you a little time.
Okay. At certain spots you're going to hit toll booths too, and you got to go through those. And if you see one, let me know and I'll explain it. But I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. You just have to you drive up, and a gate comes down, and you got to stop your truck right there, and it'll pop up a thing saying, "Are you going to pay this?" Which of course you're going to, and just hit yes or enter. I think enter, and you'll pay it, and then they'll lift up the gate, and you go on your way. There are certain truck weighing stations every now and then you'll have to sometimes go to.
Once my truck goes I can just drive off.
What's that?
Once I'm filled up, I can just drive off.
Yes. Although that, like I say, after a while, I didn't think that would be fun. I was like, when I first got the Euro Truck Sim a few years back, I was like, oh, I don't care about delivering stuff. I just want to drive around in the scenery and see the sights, you know. But after a while I realized it's kind of cool because, well, first of all, it allows you to fancy up your trucks, you know?
Yeah.
Because it's nothing I would be even.
Right
it's funny. It's nothing I would be interested in ever, even in real life. It doesn't even have
Yeah.
like outside of the game. It doesn't interest me at all. But in the game, it's such a cool mix of Americana and even the European trip. There's just something fun about it. And to be honest, what I do is in my mind, I'm usually picturing it more like an RV or something. That's kind of more the way I look at it.
Yeah. Well, this would be real cool if you could do the same thing with an RV though.
They do have. That's another thing. This is on Steam Workshop. You can download vehicles for it. You can literally download just a regular car on the road.
Yeah, you can buy one too. I saw.
Oh, really? I didn't see that. That's something new.
Yeah, at Kenworth Place, it was 50,000.
That's interesting. I've never. I didn't. I hadn't seen that ever in this game. That you could actually do that. Now, like I say, I know you have Euro Truck Sim as well, so we're going to be able to do all this in Euro Truck Sim too. And it's a much, much bigger world because that game has been around, obviously, a lot longer. So it's way more fleshed out. It's huge.
Groupie Monster, you got your ears on?
Right.
I'm just passing the Uber spy. He's pulled over on the road.
Okay.
I guess.
It's pretty cool now too with the sun starting to come up. Driving during the day is something I wanted to get to because get to see the scenery a little bit more and stuff. I mean, this is one of those kind of games where there's times where this game just has a magic to it where you don't even expect it. Like you're just making a delivery, suddenly the weather comes together, the scenery comes together, and maybe if you got the in-game radio on with a certain kind of tune also, it all just comes together and it can be quite magic at times. Yeah. Just the mood it creates, you know, and it's interesting because the this American Truck Sim is got a, obviously a completely, excuse me, I just had a really bad crash.
How do I
I just crashed right into somebody, man.
Wow. Are you guys okay?
No, I'm not. But
truck drivable?
No, it's not. So I'm gonna have to call for a pickup, I think. Visit station immediately. Yeah, I know. Tow to service, and they'll charge me. That was a bad crash. I was too busy talking, and I took a. I mean, the thing is, I hadn't run into a player in a long time. Hadn't seen anybody on the roads. All of a sudden, I turned this corner really fast because it came up on me while I was talking, and there was a truck right there coming down the road too, right into him, man. And I went flying off the road. He's pulled over. I mean, I don't know if his truck. I mean, that's kind of a downer. Didn't mean to do that. Now I have to get.
The Uber spy?
Who was that? I don't know who it was actually, but it was a bad crash. All right, I'm going to pull back out after those repairs and get back on the road. I'm going to try to intercept you. Just come down the road towards where you're heading if you're passing through Bakersfield. Let me see where you're at because I'm in Fresno now, actually. I'm pretty sure the other person in that other car got killed too. Just like I did. So I'm pretty sure I got killed. Fresno discovered. Oh, I've never been to Fresno in this game yet. That's how new I still am to it. So that's kind of cool. The sun coming up and everything right now.
Yeah, I stopped and took a picture of it.
Yep, this is where this game shines. Stuff like that. When you're playing this single player, it's even more amazing because you've got traffic everywhere. In the multiplayer mod like this, there's no AI traffic. So that is one of the big downfalls
Fresno,
of it.
Santa Cruz, half a mile, so I'll be turning off.
Cool. So that it is missing that. That's a big feature in single player that really adds life to the maps. But that's what's cool about the single player, and obviously it's a lot more challenging too. When you're trying to make deliveries with the single player game, you've got a lot of traffic. You gotta watch out for on the expressways and stuff, and of course cops everywhere. lots of stuff going on.
Yeah, lots
So
of stuff
it's
going
more
on.
challenging that way, you know.
Are there no cops in this?
I guess not. Yeah,
mode?
no, I haven't seen any. So I think that's
You can break
just.
the law and you're okay.
I guess so. Yeah. I mean, you can speed as long as there's not like a camera. There are certain stretches of the road where there'll be cameras, and they can they'll catch you.
Oh, I guess what it is there's multiple exits.
I'm gonna pull over and
for
look
that,
at the
because
map here.
I just passed an exit, but it wasn't the one I needed.
Okay. It's one you deserve, though. Hey, wait, that's not you going by me right now, is it?
Yeah, flashing.
Oh, yeah, yeah. All right. Here I come.
That's funny. I just
Sorry,
flashed
buddy.
just for the heck of it.
That's funny, man.
And then you're driving up on the grass. And I'm like, whoa, what's this guy doing, man?
Yep. I was just pulling over to look at the map because I thought, you know what? If I played this right, I should have been seeing you by now because I
Okay, I'm
planned
taking
that.
an exit here.
I planned that to get back down here
downtown
and
Fresno
intercept
exit.
you, and apparently it worked.
Watch for the downtown Fresno exit.
Yeah, I can see you actually up ahead. It's funny that worked because I'm like, all right, if I go down this way, I should be able to pass him and see him. It was very ill-advised U-turn I made
Behind
there.
me?
So, yeah.
Meh.
Yeah, the truck looks amazing, and then it's got those kind of cheap
Yeah.
horns, but you can upgrade it eventually.
I've spent some time in Fresno on Google Maps.
Uh-huh.
Tammy and I were actually looking at a possible job opportunity there.
Well, you can check it out here. See what you think.
It's a pretty clean city from what I can see.
You do get that vibe from even in Euro Truck. Like I went through Santa Cruz, and there are some really, at least in American Truck, I mean, in an American Truck Simulator, Santa Cruz is actually, a lot of it looks really nice and really pretty. And so I went and looked up some pics and stuff of the real places, and I was like, okay, yeah, that's pretty similar. It actually looks kind of nice. Some parts of it, I'm sure there are, you know, downer parts as well, like anywhere, but
Yeah.
the game
Fresno discovered.
seemed to have nailed at least the general feel of it pretty well. Which way are we going?
Not the way you're going.
Just trying to sidle up next to you so I can eyeball you.
My character looks like Johnny Depp.
Yeah, they need to...
Oh, whoa, whoa, hey, whoa.
I'm sorry. I didn't know you were stopping right there. Oh,
There's
no.
a red light, man.
I didn't see it.
Dude.
I didn't see the light up there, man. Oh, that's
Crazy.
Yeah. I will say, I gotta say, man, like in VR, this is totally different because I'm not in VR right now, and trying to put the brakes on, like in VR, somehow it's just so much more realistic, and you can gauge all this stuff.
Need a little more room, man.
I know. I'm gonna use that as my excuse. That's my loser's limp right now
Probably
for
a
driving so
lot.
terribly. But I'm just not used to driving this on a monitor like this. I'm spoiled by actually being in the truck, and this feels very weird.
Take a left of the light.
A left? Okay. Right here?
Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't intended. I've been in
Red light violation. What?
a couple of accidents tonight.
The light was green for the red. Or for the left.
I'm gonna pull over in this lane 'cause I don't know where you're going, but I wanna.
Almost straight ahead.
Oh, that's loud when you're outside. Yeah, that's a bummer because I mean, we'll have to see. It'll show you the damage on your. It'll show you the damage on the cargo, and hopefully I didn't damage it too much or at all. Hopefully. Yeah, that's part of the whole thing with this game is learning the trucks and how to turn those corners with them and stuff, gauge it all.
Turn looks pretty good though.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah. Man, like we won't get a chance tonight, but next time we play, our goal is going to be to drive up to through Yosemite Valley. I've not done it yet, but I know that it's got some great scenery in there. Also, the Grand Canyon we'll have to get to in Arizona.
Yeah.
I have been there in
Alright.
this game
I
in
got an
VR,
excellent.
and it's amazing. Oh, did you? All right.
I made 52,000.
So was there any damage to your?
What would it say here? Base reward.
Yeah, it
proficiency
would tell
bonus,
you if the
trailer
goods were
maneuvering
damaged at
bonus.
all. Yeah, it would tell
no.
you. Cool. All right, I feel better about that. Although your truck's probably going to be damaged a little bit. I doubt it was. Maybe it was a
That
love
skill
tap.
point
It wasn't
to,
anything serious. So. Although you don't have to worry about it because that's not your own truck anyway. Now that I
Yeah.
think of it, so it really doesn't matter. But I'm glad we got a chance to finally try this, you know?
Yeah.
And it works a lot more, to be honest, it works more solidly than I thought it would. Got a, you know, obviously a completely, oh, excuse me. I just had a really bad crash.